Hello, amazing ladies. I am so happy you're here. This is going to be an incredible few days. I am putting as much love and support and all the goodness in that I can to the next few days to help you feel as good as I possibly can and to show you that some of the work that I do and some of the things that I do could possibly change your life and make you feel a lot better. So I know at the moment you might feel exhausted, lost, disconnected, overwhelmed, burnt out, physically, mentally, emotionally, and you have spent years and years taking care of everybody else, being strong, doing the right thing, doing all the things we're supposed to do. And yet deep down you feel empty and unseen and like something is missing and thinking there has to be more to life than this. Um, I actually couldn't have hit all those boxes myself. And I want you to know, firstly, there is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. What you're feeling right now is not your fault. You've just been conditioned to abandon yourself. But today we are here to start a new chapter. Today you are coming back to you. So I recently read a book and I will be talking about it probably a lot over the coming days and more on my social media. And it's called Threatening Women. And it really resonated with me because it's about Irish women and how we have been conditioned to be martyrs, to put ourselves last, to put everyone else's needs ahead of our own. And it's been going on for centuries and centuries and centuries. And I will touch off this in other days, but it is literally in our DNA going back so long. I was doing a session with a woman last week on this topic, and it was around shame and sexual um this was pleasure, desire, whatever way you want to put it. And it was going back, we went back 12 generations of women in her line who had never felt pleasure, who never enjoyed sex, who never felt good about themselves, who were told that they were supposed to purely be there for other people. And that is in our DNA, that is in our literally in ourselves. We have been programmed that way, conditioned that way, and society has kept us kept us away from our power, keep us small because women are too powerful. And the menopause is another way that society and the patriarchy, and I won't ever rant about all of those things. Well, maybe one day. I mean, it's not about that, but it is about keeping us small, keeping us in our box, keeping us controlled, labeling us. So most women have spent their lives learning that their value comes from being useful to others, being the good daughter, being this good wife, being the caring mother, the reliable friend. And while caring for others is beautiful, and I'm never saying don't look after the people you love, because that's not going to happen, and I wouldn't want that anyway. We want to love people. It's just we also want to love ourselves. Somewhere along the way, you stopped caring for yourself. You self-abandoned, you gave up. And it's not, oh God, in a bubble bath, self-care, but in a real deep way. You stop listening to yourself. You stopped asking, what do I need? What do I want? I had a client last week where I said to them, I was like, the week before last, I was off last week. I said to them, I was like, what makes you happy? And they literally couldn't answer the question. They're like, I don't know. I can't remember the last time somebody asked me that or I did something that was for me. And I am guilty of that myself. So we have learned to ignore our exhaustion, to push through, to shrink your needs. And over time, you became disconnected from your body, from your joy, from your inner voice. And that disconnection, that's why you feel stuck. It's why you feel drained. It's not because you're lazy or unmotivated. It's because you've been living out of alignment with your true self for so long that your body and your soul are screaming for you to come home. I say this to my clients all of the time. Your body whispers. It starts off with little whispers telling you that there's something not right. And I'll give you an example for me. So for me, I used to have gynae issues. I used to have started off with painful periods, and then they got heavier, and there was an awful lot of kind of clotting, and then it went to ovarian cysts. Then it went to growths, and it just kept going worse and worse and worse. And eventually, like I'd seen different doctors and I'd tried different things. I tried the coil, I tried pills, I tried blah, 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 loads of different things. And none of it worked. My body doesn't agree with artificial hormones. Loads of women don't. It's just, it doesn't work. Um, but what actually my body was telling me was I was in a toxic marriage. My body was screaming at me, my womb was screaming at me, going, do not let that man near us again. But of course, I ignored it and I ignored it and I ignored it until the whisper became a roar and I nearly lost my womb. Thankfully, I'm fully functioning and I'm one of the lucky ones because I know there's people here who've had hysterectomies and they've had different things occur, and you are still an incredible, unbelievable, like the things that our bodies are doing to us. It's just I am in awe of how our bodies work. It never ceases to amaze me how our bodies hold trauma, hold pain, hold suffering, and how we can rebuild from it and heal from it. So it doesn't matter what stage your body is at right now. What's important is, and what I want to teach you this in these next 3 days, is how to listen to your body, how to come back to who you are, to stop abandoning yourself. Because when you abandon yourself, your relationships suffer too. You start to feel resentful, unseen, unappreciated. This is why we work with so many couples. You overgive, but it never feels like enough. You wait for others to validate you, to choose you, to meet your needs, but nobody really does because you don't articulate what your needs are. Nobody else can give you what you're craving. Only you can. And that's the beautiful part. The moment that you start to come back to yourself, it doesn't matter at what stage of the journey you are on right now, you can heal. You can come back to yourself. You stop waiting for permission to take up space. You stop settling. You stop over explaining. You stop bending to fit into places that don't honor you. And you shift your relationships back. They change. There's a ripple effect. Suddenly your marriage is better. Your relationship with your children is better. Your colleagues, your friends, whatever state you are in, single, married, whatever. Still have a relationship with your parents, whatever it is, everything gets better when you start reconnecting with yourself. So where do we start? Not by fixing anything, not by adding anything more into your to-do list, by simply getting quiet and asking yourself a simple but powerful question. When was the last time I truly asked myself what I want? Not my kids, not my partner, not my family, not my colleagues. What do I want? You may not have the answer straight away, and that's absolutely fine. At the end of this video, I will ask you to journal on it, sit with it, let it stir something inside of you, because the truth is your desires, your joy, your energy, they're still in there. They're just waiting for you to come back. That little girl who came into this world knowing that she was incredible and deserving of everything, she's there. She's waiting for you to see her again and to let her out. So just for today, I'm going to ask you to take a few deep breaths and let that sink in. What do I want? And I want you to write it down. It doesn't matter if it's 1 word or 10 pages. I want you to write down whatever comes up for you. If you want to share, I'd love to hear. But it's a personal journey. Tomorrow we're going to dive into something even deeper. I'm going to share my flow class with you, which I want you to do. You can do it each day if you want to. But it's about getting into your body, shifting your energy, releasing your trapped emotions. There's real power in the stuff that we're going to do. The quantum flow is one element. I work on 3 parts. One is the mind, one is the body, one is the soul. So today I want you to use your logical mind. I want you to sit and I want you to journal. What is it that you want? Next part is the body. I'm going to send you the flow video and I want you to do it as many times as feels comfortable. You can't do it enough. It's 15 minutes. Less than 20 minutes is what it is. And I can tell you, you will not feel the same at the beginning as you do at the end because it's amazing how in such a short window you can actually shift your energy really powerfully. I want you to know you are absolutely amazing by doing this and showing up for yourself. You are finally choosing you. This is the first step in healing and recovering and feeling amazing. Sending you all lots of love. Any questions, anything that you need, please come and talk to me. I am here and I am absolutely arms open, ready to support you in any way I can. Sending you lots of love. Well, see you tomorrow.